Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. A friend in law enforcement sent me this picture that you see on the screen as I speak. When I first got the picture, I did not know exactly what it was. But upon close examination, I realized that this kind of looks like some sorts of voodoo doll. I am not an expert in obia, witchcraft, or voodoo dollism. However, that is the first thing that came to mind. It is said that this voodoo doll was taken from a scammer in a SAV. If you know anything about SAV, just like Montego Bay, it is the epicenter of scammery. Even though a lot of the scammers have transplanted all over the nation. Upon close examination, looking at the flowing Pocahontas here, I realized that this seems to be a female voodoo doll. And then I realized that there was a whole bunch of rope wrapped around it. And most significantly, I saw that there was a master lock, a padlock, master lock, padlock. So upon examining this picture, I said to myself, well, it have a rope tied all around it. Are they tying goats? Are they tying sheep? Are they tying a client, meaning somebody that they are scamming? Or are they tying somebody that they love? Somebody that they are obsessed with and they don't want that person to leave? Upon close examination, I said to myself, or through a process of elimination, I said to myself, who would go through such extent to tie them own goat? Them just simply go out there, tie up the goat. Who would go through the extent of tying a client? This seems more than personal. This seems kind of obsessive. So I said to myself, more than likely, this is somebody that is in love with somebody and does not want that person to leave. Call it jealous obsessiveness. As it pertains to the padlock, I guess they are saying that they are going to tie down this person indefinitely, tie them down for life until death do we part. Now, people, when you look on the dolly, yes, like I said, because of the flowing Pocahontas here, we can assume that it is a man that is trying to tie a woman. Then again, when it comes to these people nowadays, they will try just about anything. So it could also be a tranny. Remember, we are speaking about a set of person that would go to the extent to travel to Africa and make love to a monkey, vice versa, for riches and wealth. So we don't know exactly what it is. However, whatever the case is, if you're in a relationship as a woman, vice versa, man, and you realize you have the option to leave, but you just cannot leave, I would advise you not to say to ransack your significant other's house, but search for that voodoo doll. Make sure you get that voodoo doll and you destroy that voodoo doll. The life that you save might just be your own. People, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a couple of pictures and video I got. That is said to be a JDF officer, JDF soldier that was in a very bad accident. He had to be airlifted to the hospital because he was in such a bad condition. I am going to show you the video, edited version of the video. Obviously, I cannot show the video with the man laying there, almost DEAD, all sorts of red run through him head, run through him body. So I'm going to show you the edited version so you could see the condition of the vehicle look like when you crumple up paper and you fling it in the garbage. Only that he was kind of wrapped up in the garbage or in the crumpled up paper, which would be his car. It was a mangled mess. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I'm here. Boom! I'm here, so hold on. That no sound right. That no sound right. Me hear when he go over the chain line, sitting at this, I'm here. Boom! When if it could have dry engine off him, look a bit. Yeah, man, him foot stuck in the car, man. Just call it.
Me even know how me talk about it. He know they know that time from coming to say man that. Where man anyway? Police. Police don't know us, brother.
Yo, shake him, man, I might make engine roll up, man. Engine fit tire and jaw over.
That because he foot stuff.
Try fly left, try fly left.
Try
fly left.
So people, like I said, that was the edited version of the video. You could see the helicopter. Not sure if it is a JDF helicopter. I am sure that none of these hospitals have any sorts of helicopters to send out on any sorts of accident scene when people are in critical or very bad condition. That is an average day in Jamaica. What we realize, other than the bodily damage of the car and the situation that this soldier was in, is that there was an absence of the paramedics, absence of the fire truck, absence of any sorts of emergency vehicle to save this man's life. It speaks volume of the situation as it pertains to the health sector, as it pertains to an island that has probably the most DEATH. The ratio of people losing their life through the gun versus on the street is probably 1/4 on the street, 3/4 to the gun. So we see that there's an urgent need that would be considered as priority. People, the other day, there was an ex-JDF soldier that crashed, ran into a wall. This man looked like him running a wall, him running a tree, him running a ditch. That vehicle was going at a hell of a speed for it to be crumpled in a ball, like I said, a mangled mess. At the end of the day, don't know the circumstance. More than likely it was speeding. More than likely it was bad behavior on the road. And this is yet an next perfect example. All who can hear, them are going to feel. Even if it is a JDF officer, even if it is a popo, even if it is a regular person, it applies to everybody. If you don't follow the road code, that road will take you under, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, they say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting different results. We see that the drivers on the road of Jamaica, they are not learning from the mistakes of others. And every day we get up, next people get injured, next people get dead. So we see that their mindset, the culture is kind of warped. Such is the case as it pertains to the insanity in the persons that are tasked for fixing the roads in Jamaica, meaning NWA, National Works Agency. So when you think about the attitude of the people and the attitude of the government, it is a very bad, deadly combination. Such is the case on a place known as Grantham Main Road that is in Frankfield. Frankfield is in Clarendon, where it is said that a breakaway at a bridge, picture, video on the screen as I speak, has been causing a whole bunch of problems. There was a biker almost lost his life. 2 minibus fly over there, back to back in less than a year's time. However, a couple of days ago, reggae artist Barrington Levy was in his vehicle with his children, and he was driving along the road near that breakaway, near that bridge. And it seems as if a vehicle was trying to avoid a pothole, fly in his way. He have to take for himself, almost fly over the bridge. I am going to let you hear what the children of Mr. Levy had to say what Mr. Levy had to say, and what about 3 residents had to say about that breakaway and why they cannot get any sorts of justice. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Me and my sister are deeply traumatized.
All I want to say that they don't really care about us. They don't be with the people are not Clarendon. They can't be so slack. And so lack of testicle where the road is concerned. And if the police can see you drive without your 2025 sticker on your car, they want to take your car from you this and that. But why are we paying all these taxes for?
Twice for about maybe in a year, 2 buses went over there.
We are riding the vehicles and we are afraid they'd go over the precipice. This bridge vehicle went over there already in the river, and they came and they fixed a little narrow bridge there. And now look at this here. It's broken up already long time and nobody looks at it.
Why road are rough, my brother? Really rough. We just work a week time and fix cars on the daytime. That's how we have to do. Because we don't have no better for them. And we don't have no representative. Nobody knows the way.
So people, you hear what the people in the community had to say about everything. The road condition has been going on for years. No sorts of results, no care how much them complain. Based on what Mr. Shaw had to say about that road and the situation as it pertains to Barrington Levy, it is presently under investigation. Now people, bike man nearly dead, minibus, 2 of them back to back, fly over there. It is going to take somebody losing their life or many persons getting injured before they can actually get any sorts of result. It is going to take somebody in a high places as in an entertainer, as Barrington Levy, for there to be any sorts of justice. So the question is this: why must stuff always go to the extreme before there can be any sorts of results? Why there must be mass casualty, mass DEATH, before the relevant authority would even respond in a favorable manner? And we saw the same thing as it pertains to Castleton, that is in St. Mary, where 4 doctors from Nigeria, they were driving, coming from Kingston, I think, going to St. Mary or Portland, don't quote me. When a next vehicle trying to avoid a pothole, fly in their path, them try to take with themselves, fly over a ditch, a precipice, at least 150 feet deep. I showed you the mangled mess of that vehicle. One of the doctors, they lost their life. The other 3 were badly injured, taken to the same hospital in which they work. So the moral of the story is this: all of this that we see going on the road can be easily prevented had better heads prevail, had precaution been taken, had the roads been much, much better. I just say it is a simple equation, a simple fix. However, the people and mindset have to change, and the people have to be, meaning the relevant authority, have to be not so negligent and incompetent, actually efficient, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the JCF special operation, they just put a blemish on their perfect 100% shoot and takeouts list. And this is based on an incident that took place in North St. Andrew, where it is said that the police went on a special operation to eliminate a target. That target's name is Orlando Grant, known as Rufus or Glasses. I guess he did not see it coming. Well, then again, not glasses. He would probably need a crystal ball to know exactly what was going to transpire. Based on information, it is said that, acting on information, they went on an early morning raid, crack of dawn, and they captured this man. Now, people, I know that most persons, Jamaicans, are going to be very disappointed. Disappointed in the fact that this man is said to be the leader of a notorious gang. This man is said to be responsible, suspect in a triple takeaway, amongst other serious crime from A to Z. However, he lived. So I guess we cannot say that cliche script in which police went on a special operation, came under fire, returned fire. After the smoke cleared, Mr. Rufus, or Glasses, did not see what was coming. Fortunately for him, unfortunately for Jamaica, this man is still alive, However, I am sure that he will face the courts. What I am not sure about is that the court is going to actually seal the deal because they have a habit of fumbling the ball in high-profile cases. It seems as if murderers, repeat offenders, always seem to fall through the crack. Whether it is that the judges are on crack or the judges are just walking out of sync, far from reality, or maybe they are just taking some sorts of bribe. People, I don't know the circumstances. However, what I do know, this man needs to call himself lucky instead of Rufus or Glasses because he is actually lucky to be alive, especially in this climate with what we see going on. Don't know what is the circumstance that led to this man not getting sprayed up by the popo, but whatever it is, he should sleep on the same side that he won't because he's going to be in prison for the rest of his natural life, hopefully. So I want you to take a look to what ACP Randy Sweeney has to say about this individual and other individuals like him. Take a listen, take a look.
Let me also use this opportunity to reassure the citizens in the St. Andrew North Division that we are resolute in our effort to rid this division of crime and violence, not only when it comes to murders and shootings, but also robberies and larceny. So whatever information any member of the public has, please share it with us.
Now, people, like me say, this man get away. He was supposed to actually dead in the show, but somehow he slipped through the crack. But the police is asking residents, please, whatever information that you have about any wanted man, any strange characters that you see in your neighborhood, please report it to the police. We are going to be relentless. We're going to rid these people. Operation Acid, burn up them skin, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.